Hey party people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a close detailed look at the brand new Tactical Geek L3 Pro shoulder bag, now live on Kickstarter and coming soon to their official store. If you're a photographer, content owner, or just someone who's constantly on the move and refuses to compromise between function and form, this one's worth your attention. Let's be real, traditional camera bags can be a pain, bulky, heavy, and screaming, hey, I've got expensive gear in here. But the L3 Pro? It ditches the cliche. What you get instead is a sleek, minimal, and highly capable shoulder bag that's as comfortable commuting downtown as it is hiking a trail or snapping street shots in the golden hour. This isn't just a bag, it's a solution for people who live on the go, and Tactical Geek designed it with you in mind. Whether your day involves biking through the city, shooting content in the wild, or just navigating your daily routine, the L3 Pro adapts without missing a beat. What sets it apart is its modular approach. At the heart of it is a custom-designed, shock-proof camera insert that folds completely flat when not in use. So if I open it up, I can pull out this custom-designed shock-proof camera insert. No more bulky foam cubes, no more wasted space. It's intuitive, protective, and incredibly easy to adjust. Magnetic flap access, check. Built-in divider, yep. Hook and loop backing so it stays in place while you're on the move? Absolutely. And you can see on the inside that it has these little origami foldable bits at the bottom here that you can easily fold up to fit your gear or fold away if you need to pack this away. And like I said, if you really don't need this camera insert or you're using it as a day bag, you can fold this completely flat and put it away in a cabinet or something like that, and it's really easily storable. So I think the modularity of this, where you have two different dividers here that you can use individually or in tandem, as well as this magnetic closure here that makes it really nice. It has a nylon grab handle and these three powerful magnets, and it allows you the modularity to use this exactly how you'd want to. And if you have smaller gear, you can take this back one, unvelcro it, and attach it to this other one so it's a little bit tighter of a fit. And it's just a really nice little protective case that fits really well inside of this sling bag. And because there's hook and loop on the back of this bag, it actually sticks to it as well. So you can put it inside like this, kind of Velcro it to the back of the sling bag, and it's nice and secure in there. And then you can just close this up with these nice zippers. And you know that you have a modular solution on the inside of the sling bag that allows you to protect your expensive camera equipment. Now let's talk about its internal capacity. So if you open this main compartment here, it measures in at 330 by 195 by 160 millimeters, and it's a perfect size for a mirrorless camera, a small tablet, a drone, or everyday tech and tools. It's made from a durable nylon with a clean, structured exterior that's tough, weather resistant, and discreetly tactical. You have these nice straps on the back that are dual adjustable, and they're also removable. You have this quick removal buckle here where you can press the button and slide it out. And then you could move it to the other side so that it's ambidextrous, or keep it on this side, or remove it entirely. And you also have that option on the other strap as well, where you have another buckle where you can press the button and slide it out. And then you can move it to the other side of the bag if you want it ambidextrous, or you can keep it on this side, or like I said, remove it entirely. You have this awesome UTX Duraflex buckle, where it actually pivots with the shape of your body. So depending on if you're wearing it on your front, your back, or which shoulder, it can conform to the shape of your body. And then you can just unbuckle it by pressing it in and then clip it back together. You also have an additional stabilizer strap, and it has this rail system that's on the shoulder pad right here. So if you need to slide this up and down to adjust your comfort, you can do that easily. It's also removable if you kind of guide it out from underneath this nylon here. This also has its own little Duraflex buckle on it. If you want to remove this, it would be easy to do so as well. You could unbuckle it here. You could undo this little clasp here and take it off. And then you could take it off from this little quick access clip here. If you press the button, slide it off, slide it back into clip. It can go to either side, just like the main carry strap. It's got its own little strap keeper here to keep the dangle at bay. And it's adjustable depending on the size and shape of your body. And this just provides another layer of stabilization when you're wearing this bag and you have a lot of gear inside. It allows you to wear it almost more like a backpack and distribute the weight more evenly than just on a shoulder strap. And then the shoulder strap itself is super padded and super beefy. So if you're carrying heavy camera gear, this would still feel really comfortable on your shoulder. It has a lot of foam inside, it's very beefy. And because of the ambidextrous nature of this strap and how you can move it all around the bag, you can make it fit exactly how you're going to wear it so that you have it on the correct shoulder. You have the padding exactly where you need it. And then on the exterior of this padded shoulder strap, you have all of this MOLLE webbing. So if you needed to attach extra pouches, if you needed to attach a flashlight, keys, anything you might need quick access to, you have that ability as well. And then if we look at the rest of the back of this bag, you actually have this really cool magnetic pocket here. It's held closed with a magnet, and it's the perfect width to fit the largest size iPhone or any phone you might have. So you can just slide it down vertically into this pocket, and then it's secured with a magnet so you have quick access to your phone. And then you also have this additional back pocket that I love to see on slings. This would also be a great place for your phone or your wallet or your passport or something that you want up against your body. So if you unzip that, you have this pocket here. There's no internal organization, but it's a great place to put things you want up against your body and secure it away. You have nice thick padding on the back of the sling, and it also has some MOLLE webbing here. I wouldn't necessarily attach anything because this is what's gonna be up against your body, but this is a way that you could modularly attach it to other backpacks or tote bags or anything that has MOLLE webbing. So it gives you another layer of modularity to put this on the outside of like a hiking pack or a backpack or something like that. And I think that's really nice to see. It has this nice mesh padded webbing on the back, and it gives a lot of aeration. It's super comfortable, padded, gives it structure, and it means this will be really comfortable to wear for long periods of time. You also have this nice nylon grab handle, and this is really good for moving the bag around, moving it in and out of a trunk or from under the seat of an airplane or an overhead compartment. You have that ability here. And this also double functions as a method of stabilizing your tripod. So most tripods come with a little hook at the bottom, and if this bag is weighted, you can hang it on that little hook and it'll keep your tripod level and keep it weighted down so it won't blow over in the wind. So that's also another usefulness for this little grab handle here. And then on the bottom of the bag, you have this elastic hook and loop system. So you can hook it to this attachment point here and cinch it down if you want to attach gear to the bottom of the bag. And then if you want to adjust it, you can take it off and just click this little button here and slide this clip up and down depending on the size of your gear. When it's clipped in, you can pull it really tight there. And then if you don't want to use these straps, you can unhook them. And there's a little area in the back for them to tuck away easily. So you can tuck them into these little compartments here. You could tuck the other one over here. And you have the ability to put them away when you're not using them. But it's useful to be able to attach a water bottle, an umbrella, a spare rain jacket, or a tripod underneath this bag when you're carrying it around so you have everything at hand. And then if you're not using these, you could use these little attachment points for carabiners or a bike light or anything else you want to attach to the outside of this bag. Then on the front of the bag, you have a very large hook and loop pattern here, so you could put morale patches to personalize this bag. You could put external gear that attaches via Velcro. You have these MOLLE webbing strips here, where if you're not using the hook and loop pattern, you could slide knives or other tools into these little slots here. You also have horizontally oriented MOLLE webbing so that you could also use these as attachment points, slide any kind of multi-tools or knives or anything that fits in here. So you have a lot of different options to store your gear on the external of this bag as well, or also to personalize it. You have this front quick access pocket here with a nice PU coated zipper for weatherproofing. It has a nice little zipper garage there. And if you open that up, it's also a pocket that doesn't have any internal organization, but you could fit all kinds of things in here. If you wanted to put your cell phone in there, if you wanted to put a battery backup for your phone, your headphones, anything you need quick access to like hand sanitizer could easily go in this little pocket here. And it's a great place to put that kind of gear. And then you also have a PU coated zipper for the main compartment with a double zipper. And all of these zippers are paracord zipper pulls that have this little heat shrink. It makes them really easy to grab and they're very high quality. So if you open up this bag, you can see the internal compartment. And then if I pull out this little divider here that you use for your camera equipment, I can give you a better look at everything that's inside here. So like I said, the back panel has that hook and loop pattern so that you're able to secure your gear. You could put other organizational dividers in here if you want, and they would stick easily to the back if they have hook and loop. You have this nice bright orange interior that gives you a view of the gear inside. So besides this hook and loop, you have this nice grid pattern on the back. It's a really high quality material. You have a ton of volume in this interior compartment, so you could fit all kinds of gear, a Nintendo Switch, a tablet, an e-reader, any kind of notebook that fits in here. You might even be able to fit a really small laptop, a water bottle. There's just tons of room in here, and you can organize it however suits you best. And then the only other organization in this compartment is you have 3 little stretchy mesh pockets here, which would be great for backup camera batteries, for your cell phone, for your wallet, for any kind of small tech or small things that you don't want falling around the inside of the bag. You have this internal organization here in these 3 nicely large pockets that have some elasticity. And they're a really nice stretch mesh material. It feels really good and high quality in your hands. And overall, this bag just gives you a ton of flexibility with how you want to do your loadout. Overall, it's just really modular, clean, and extremely well thought out in design. So let's test this out and see how easily I can fit my camera gear inside. So if I take this little modular protective divider here, I can put it on the inside of the bag, and it fits in here really nicely. And I can feel it secure to this back panel here. And then if you look, it gives me a way to kind of fit my camera gear in here and have it protected. So if I open the little magnetic lid here, I'm going to use one of these dividers just to separate out my tech gear. And then I just have this Nikon D3400 DSLR camera, and it has its default lens attached with a little lens cover. And this actually fits in here extremely well. So I don't even have to remove the lens. I can keep it on, and I'll just flip it up like this, and I'll place it into this little divider pocket here, and it fits in perfectly. And there's actually extra room if you had anything else that you wanted to add around the outside of this camera. And then in this little compartment here, I have this nice little battery adapter. So this is the shape of the battery, and then this allows you, with these 2 cords here, to use this little adapter. You put it into the battery slot of the camera, and then you can plug this easily into the wall. So if you run out of spare batteries, but you're near an outlet, you can use this to plug it right in, so you don't have to worry about finding a spare battery sometimes if you're out of power. And I'll put that in first. And it fits nicely into this little compartment here. And then I can just close up the magnetic closure here, and it holds it really nicely. And then I just have my Nikon battery charger and my little Nikon spare battery here for the camera. And this fits into one little complete package here. It also has a little fold out so that you can plug this directly into the wall to start charging this battery. And I think this would work great in one of those little mesh sleeves here. So I'll just slide that in there, and it fits perfectly. And obviously I also have a lot of extra room in here. So I have these 2 other mesh pockets if I wanted to add in things like additional memory cards, additional batteries, headphones, or anything that I need to go with my camera setup. You also have all this vertical headroom above the little divider, and this allows you to lay some things flat over the top. You actually have a ton of extra room in here for other gear that you'd want to place on top of it, and you know that your camera is still protected in here. And then you can close up this compartment really easily. And then if I flip this bag over, we can attach things with those elastic cords at the bottom. So first, I'll make sure these elastic cords are untucked from their little hideaway pockets. I'll extend them as much as I think I might need them. And then I'm going to take my full-size tripod and attach it to the outside of this bag. So if I take this little elastic loop, I can attach it with this little hook here. And then I can pull this cord to really cinch it down. And then on the other side, I'm just going to do the same thing. So I'll take this little hook and I'll attach it to this attachment point, and then I'll cinch it down by pulling this little loop here. And then there you go. I have my camera body, my lens, all of my accessories, as well as my tripod fully attached to this bag, and I'm ready to go do a shoot. And this is what the L3 Pro from Tactical Geek looks like on my body. I'm 5'11" for reference. I'm wearing it in the front orientation right now, and you can see it fits nicely over my shoulder. The stabilizer strap is right here. It feels comfortable. It feels really padded in the shoulder area. So I think the overall fit and comfort is really good here. And then I have quick access to my gear. So I can open my pocket here. I can open the main pocket. I can open this back pocket and get access to my gear back there. I can get my phone out of this little magnetic pocket in the back. And I think overall, this is probably how I'd wear the sling so that I know all my gear is secure. I could take my tripod out if I need it, and everything's really easily accessible. It feels comfortable. I'm not feeling the weight of this bag even with all the gear loaded out in it. So this would probably be my ideal setup. But then the nice thing about this bag is obviously, like I said, it's ambidextrous. I could move it to this shoulder. I could also unbuckle the stabilizer strap here and then swing it here, unbuckle this, toss that aside, and then I could wear it in side carry mode if I wanted to do that. And that's also another great option for how you could carry this bag. You can slide the shoulder strap so that it's in a more comfortable space like that. I could also swing this around to the other side if I wanted, or the other option is to just swing it around to my back. So if I wore it on my back, I might put that stabilizer strap back on. Then I would have that additional support there to distribute the weight more evenly. But I think overall, the modularity and the different carry options for this bag and the way that it has those quick release buckles, if you want to move the strap around, makes it a really versatile, awesome camera bag that you can wear in a variety of ways depending on what you're carrying and how you want to carry it. And then when I'm ready to shoot, I can just open the main compartment here, open this little magnetic clasp, grab my camera, and I'm off to the races. And then when I'm done, I can just go back, put this away exactly how I found it, close the little magnetic clasp, put it away, and go on with my adventure. Personally, what I love about the L3 Pro is how seamlessly it fits different phases of my day. Heading to a coffee shop to edit, it works. Out capturing some street footage, still works. Need to stow it under an airplane seat with your gear safely packed? No problem. And I've carried a lot of slings, like a lot. This one genuinely surprised me. It's structured but soft where it needs to be, spacious but not bloated, and it doesn't scream tactical. Instead, it keeps things minimal and sharp. Tactical Geek created this bag for people who move, thinkers, makers, and explorers who need their gear to just work and look good doing it. The L3 Pro isn't just a shoulder bag, it's an extension of your workflow, a partner in your day, and honestly, a pretty damn smart design. If you want to support this project, it's available now on Kickstarter and will hit Tactical Geek's official store once the campaign wraps. I'll drop the link below. This has been your in-depth, real-world review of the Tactical Geek L3 Pro shoulder bag. If you've got questions or want to see how I load this thing out for my creative work, drop a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more minimalist EDC reviews and carry gear walkthroughs. Until next time, keep your gear dialed, your setup simple, and your bag smart. Take care.